music. We don't need a music during the game. Now, we didn't say predictions on the match. Who do you think is going to win?
Who's going to win? Ah, man.
Tough.
It's kind of hard to predict. I mean, High Current going on 3-1 and Convalesce going on a basically 4-1. So I'm not quite sure because, you know, High Current knows how to adapt to better teams, and Convalesce Units are one of the better teams.
Yeah, they're one of the most established teams. Yeah.
I think you got the better insight in terms of what team is going to bring it out this one.
So, you may not know this, and obviously the people at home are probably curious. Who is Ollie? Ollie is now the newest confirmed player for Convalesce Unity's second main team. So he's been welcomed to the mix, just like Layer Up. I keep calling him Layer Up. You know, from HDD Youngsters. So 2 new players have been signed into league right now. So obviously this could really change the tempo for High Current, because they're probably not expecting a new player into the mix, right? Well, High Current, they're still on high. They're still playing their own game. They're playing fine. But with a new player in the mix, I do believe it's going to be a little bit harder for Convalesce Unity, I'm afraid. I do believe, even with the new beef, I still think it's going to be a little bit harder to strategize upon. Let me change some things here before we go into this. But yeah, I do believe it's going to be a lot harder for Convalesce Unity, I'm afraid. I do think they've got a lot to pick up on. Given the fact that, you know, it's a team that is just got a new member, and we've gone through how many trials, probably too many at this point, and you know, with High Current, they're still sitting with the same players from the beginning, so it's a bit harder to determine.
And surprisingly not, maybe bans are exactly the same as last Oregon match. I mean, they're solid, but would be funny to see some spice being thrown in there.
100% some spice. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, before I move all of this around. I'm like, when I'm doing one thing, another overlay never gets done for another thing. Good. And then this one is...
Alright. So we see, what, Convalesce going bottom floor with the Clash? That's definitely going to be interesting.
Clash?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I mean, whatever floats their boat at this point. I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever floats their boat. Sorry about that, boys, but we should have everything looking prettier for your screen now. There we go. So apologies for that. But yeah, a Clash being brought out. The other thing, yeah, a lot of things have been happening with my team lately, and obviously, some news is going to be made after this game. I will no longer be coaching and leading for this team, so they'll be without a leader, and they'll just have to be finding a new one at the minute. I don't want to go into the nitty split. We just want to talk about the game, and obviously, right now, as you can see, yeah, you are right. Clash is on the board, played by Ricecrafter. And High Current, they're taking their time. They're just sweeping the decks, finding if there's any player roaming about.
We're seeing them very thoroughly checking this top floor for any roamers lurking about, but it seems like they have taken somewhat entire control now, and also flushed Rice down those stairs now, back on site.
Yeah, but I don't think they've droned out Alex right now. And as you can see, no man's setting up traps here, but if she comes through that door, it might be a different story. But she's going to take up the upstairs route instead.
Right, they're still looking, but I mean, minute 13's around, and they're just focusing, on site now, and looks like Alex is still sticking that spot.
No, he's actually gone back down.
What?
Yeah, he gave it up. I mean, do you blame him? I feel with the
High Current, we know they're very intel heavy. You know, the way they drone out every single spot.
100%. Yeah. Well, with a minute played now, and all players from Q are going to be stationed downstairs. This is going to give enough time for Luke to start opening up all these hatches that he's starting to open with. I believe he's only opened up the one. Usually he opens up all three at the same time, but he's only opened up the one for now. But it looks to me they are going to start pushing their way down to blue. I don't believe that any of the players wants to think about pushing laundry. I think Meza is deciding that, but then he chooses not to. Now, with 38 seconds remaining, let's see what's going to happen, because we know some gunfire is going to happen any minute now.
Right, we see High Current taking that blue control, as you said, and trying to pick up. As Ollie gets taken up, refrag comes back on Luke, and he gets another refrag on Saruji. That's the smoke down. 20 seconds left on the board, and you see High Current really pushing that elbow.
Yeah, 10 seconds remaining, and now it's made out 3v3. The bomb still is in the hands of Mezen. The Mezen is going to take that down. Jacko's going to take out Alex. It's now up to Squiggle and Rice to try and do something here, and Bomb is down, but Squiggle, he's going to take out number 1 for his money. Rice will forward, and Yeti will take out the final kill. So round 1 goes to High Current. I just felt like they got a little bit too, overconfident with themselves. Q. They usually are quite laid back, and they're waiting on the approach a lot better, but I feel like they got a little bit too excited, a little bit too overwhelmed with the style of play that High Current ended up doing. So yeah, High Current, they look like they mean business right now. They just want to push through Convalesce to week 7, I believe. They look a bit too strong right now.
Said it definitely looked like you know, what was it, a minute back on the clock, and High Current had entire map control other than basement.
Correct.
Convalesce was, I mean, holding it very, very tough, but yeah, as you said, that pent-up excitement for the late push kind of flushed out 2 of the defenders. Looks like Alex is gonna roam yet again. Let's see if he can actually pick one up this time, or we'll take back this time.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm a little bit annoyed because obviously, given the fact that I was their coach and leader, I have never asked them to use a clash before. So seeing the clash being brought out is kind of it's like a fuck you, anxiety. We do what we want to do, and it's just like, I don't agree with this. But
yeah,
let's see what pays off with the clash again. But I just don't think it worked out anyone's favor for that. But they are going to recite and see if they can try and change me up. And obviously as well, the Clash is using the super shorty, man. It's just like we've got an operator that's gonna open them up with the holes, but he's using the FMG9. It's like they're just playing how they want to play and not the play that we meant to be structured. So I'm not impressed already. It's only been 1 round.
I mean, some plans are coming up from their side, and I mean, if they want to break through with these somewhat strats, I don't know. Definitely need to go off these frags, and looks like Alex is gonna try and show himself over towards green.
Oh, he's playing the blur spot. He's playing blur, right? So he's just gonna see if he doesn't get droned here. He'll just wait for Luke and the boys to pull up there. But right now, no drone was gonna be made around here just yet. So we're gonna keep an eye on this, because as you can see right now, 2 drones from High Current are all pitching around near security and upstairs. Nothing's being made downstairs as of right now, and the drones will stop top of the hatch. So right now, Alex could try and do something here. But Yeti, though, he's going to drone around. I think he just saw him last second. I believe Yeti just saw him last second there. If I'm not mistaken, if we go on Yeti's POV... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. As soon as we go on Yeti's POV, Alex will take out Poxy, but Luke will get that trade as he was about to come down to open up that hatch. So it's a 4v4 now. So Alex does get 1 before falling.
It's a swing and a half, but he got traded back, and yeah, that Rice crafter on Clash is somewhat pushing the attackers back. Let's see if he can actually hold it properly and make sure Ollie can get these frags off of blue stairs.
Yep. Right now he's just holding Shaiko, waiting on any player pushing into bunker. As you can see, like you said, they're very heavy on drone work. So you'll be seeing a lot of drones being made throughout this game against for High Current.
We see 3 attackers now in bunker pushing towards the blue side, and looks like they're pretty aware of the Shaiko player, and yeah, Rice on the Clash still contesting that elbow. Not quite sure what High Current is gonna take this one.
I would have just reinforced it by now. I don't know what they're doing. It's 25 seconds remaining. Why are you allowing them to have that point? See what I mean? It's just like stupid things like this. It's just getting really annoying already right now. So obviously you just gotta allow this player just to push an elbow like this successfully. Plan's being made, but it's been delayed by the smoke cancers by Saruji. It's gonna be retried again. Rise is trying to cut off this Iana, but Saruji will get one before he falls. Saruji will get the smoke canister off the bomb diffuser. It is a 2v2 scenario. Now, it was the same two players from last round, but, you know, this time they got the bomb down this time, so they're just gonna wait on time. But, you know, Squiggle, he's gonna take out one. It's now a 1v2. The Clash is aware, and obviously he's been supported. And there we go. Round 2 goes to Q. I believe that was a lot better with the Clash play and play.
Definitely. I mean, a Clash in either 1v1 or 1v2 is definitely not the type of fight you want to take. But yeah, High Current just barely losing it on the post-plant situation. Yeah, Q bringing it back.
Yeah, so obviously round 3 now, and obviously they've successfully now won my brain today, one basement, so they're gonna move to second floor now.
I mean, still start of the match, but it's definitely looking like it's somewhat equal in terms of you know, High Current being on the drone intel side and Convalesce just waiting for them on site.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like Yeti's brought out Sophia now, because I think Sophia is a very good counter to Clash, but as you can see right now, Rise is going onto the smoke now. So I just feel like I still don't agree with that Clash play. I really don't. I shouldn't get hung up about it. But as you can see now, Saruji's gonna be moved back to the mute, and obviously Rise staying on the smoke that he usually is.
Attackers objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
You still see Alex, just these absolute crazy roams, and I mean, we can hope for his side that he's gonna get another pick just like last round, but maybe not get traded off this time. Of course, High Currents, they're playing in these situations where they're able to get these quick, nice, safe, you know, refrags, but that also means that they need to sacrifice a man.
Should we talk about Yeti real quick? Because this man just walked all the way in freezer. No one on the cam as well. I think Alex is just spotted out. Wow, then Alex for fixing on pop on that. I just feel like we're usually expecting players to be on drones about that time, but yeah, he was gonna have a free pass onto Saruji there, but he had to back it up a little bit slowly. Now drone work is being made, but I think Yeti's just waiting on a flank. I think he's just waiting on to see if the player is gonna come for him. But you know, right now Alex is just holed up in small tower. So he's just gonna be chilling.
Yeah, like Ollie might be the one to take Sophia on, but it looks like Mesa does know about the Alibi. He's gone back to the stairs where looks like Sophia has fallen off, and that will enable the Alibi to fall back downstairs and somewhat rotate back.
Yeah, momentarily, but you know, minute 30 remaining and no damage has been made between Meza and Ollie. They're just trying to see if they can snuff him out while holding him back here. As you can see right now, they are ignoring the attic push. They are doing a full bedroom push as we speak. And I don't blame them, I know. So Alex is returned back to the site while Ollie is still kept from Meza, but Meza is actually withdrawn from his position. So Saruji and Ollie, they're just going to keep turf below where the remaining players of Q are going to stay upstairs. And a minute to go, and the shield has been disbanded from Attic, and I think the second one's about to be getting rid of now. There we go, from the Wamai gadget, so not very good way of using the Wamai gadgets properly there, if you're clearing it for your own utility.
Alright, 45 seconds on the clock. Looks like Fox is going to go for the plant. He's going to get smoked out, but it's not going to connect. He's going to stick it, and that means High Current is in a 5-player post plant with smokes down. It's definitely not looking good as Rice practiced on his last smoke, but Yeti does get traded out. And we also got Ollie on the vertical, maybe picking up a kill. Mesa gets taken out. Refract though comes back onto Ruji, and yeah, Jack goes down to Ollie, and they still got 20 seconds on diffuser. 2v2 situation now. And yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's like they were in a 4v2 situation, right? And I'm just appalled about the fact that they're over-peaking this situation, and Alex was trying to counter-defuse all of this. It's just like, why aren't players protecting one another? Like, why are we just, like, allowing ourselves to go in full exposure to high current when they want the free picks to be holding in the post-plan situation? We've turned into the attackers, they turned into the defenders that round. And honestly, well done to high current, getting the bomb down. Saruji failed to get the C4 where he usually sticks, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just getting really annoyed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in that calls, but it sort of looks like a indirect AO fuck you anxiety, but
more or less, yeah, more or less.
They still, you know, had a chance of sticking it around, but high current being the team they are, they're not frightened by 4 defenders swinging, and yeah, they really showed what they're capable of in that round.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go and recite that and see if they can improve what went wrong there. And I think a lot of things went wrong, so I'm hoping they can try and iron them issues out. Apologies, by the way, for not showing everything on the screen. I was just fixing some things. But we are good and we are back. So I believe that was Ollie being droned out by Meza there, so they are going to be aware that it's now by roaming near meeting.
Once again, high current they're on these drones early round, and they're on these deep roamers, and yeah, looks like Yeti over on Armory window is gonna spot up Saruji, but he gets taken out. Nice shot on the side, and that's one nade off.
So Saruji holding Armory is a surprise to me, and he manages to get the player on the window repel. So there goes your Yeti for this round, the featured player for this game. So yeah, Saruji's just gonna back it up and play it off time there. So honestly, right now they just need to get a kill back, and obviously Meza, he was about to get a very great engagement with him and Ollie there, but it looks to me Ollie is gonna be swinging prone. Like that. I mean, why do you think you're not me? You're not gonna win fights like that, I'm afraid. But yeah, a minute 50 now, and it's back into a 4v4.
Right. I mean, there goes your man advantage, and high current still got plenty of time to work on site. And yeah, Poxy's still up. He is gonna open up without a single problem. And yeah, looks like high current is focused on this same push as last time.
Well, they haven't gotten rid of the frag grenade, and I think as I just said that, Meza is going to clear that out. No, he's not. He's going to clear the shield instead. But the shield is still intact, and Meza's got no grenades left, so that I don't know if Jacko is going to... Jacko... No, Meza is trying to get the jammer. There we go. He's been done now. Right, he got rid of the jammer. It took him a few more seconds, but they actually got there in the end. Saruji, though, I think he's on the flank a little bit, on the prowl, but he's not going to worry about that just yet. But Jacko, he's just holding the line there. He's just holding to see if Rice or Squiggle push back into the middle corridor.
Right, I mean, minute back on the clock. High current still got plenty of time, and might even need to drone out that player from below as Messi gets taken out by a nice shot on Alex's side.
Alex is he's good at his reaction time and gunplay, so keep an eye on that guy because he's going 3 and 3 right now. Nades are being made from the 1-eye gadgets, and I think they really want to delay it all back from Q there while the plan situation is going to happen. Saruji's going to play the C4, and there we go. Poxy is now removed from the round. Make that another one being made, because Alex is going to take out Jacko, and it's all up to Luke in a 1v4. I believe this is going... Whoa, as I say that, Luke gets 2 before being dropped by Saruji. Convalesce, even the score.
I mean, Saruji this time taking his nitro, really, you know, sort of winning that round as the smoke once again missed his canisters and the plants are just sticking it. But yeah, nice one bringing it back. And
I believe they haven't VOD reviewed us on Oregon. That's my opinion there, this guy. I feel like if they were to find out how Saruji was playing that, and they would have took him out, so the C4 wouldn't have been made. I feel like if that C4 wasn't made, I think it would have went a complete different way based on all the stun grenades that were being thrown out to Q.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, previous round he tried it too, and you'd think maybe High Current would catch him on that this round, but yeah, he sticks it and he wins the round, and yeah, nice job on their side, bringing it to a 2 now. 2-2.
Yes.
Yet again.
No flawless game here on Oregon, because you know, the boys, they were thinking, oh, we'll take you to Oregon, we'll 7-0 you just the way we do with Digital Threat. I'm like, oh, we ain't Digital Threat though, we ain't Digital Threat. So sorry, Subscope, sorry. I'm so sorry, Subscope. But no, they did say that I couldn't wanted to see if they can get 7-0 against Q, but you know, Q got 2 rounds on the board, you know, back to back, as you can see between both teams. So right now it's an even game.
Right. Just comes back to, you know, High Current being that slow and methodical, and Convalesce just waiting on site for them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a toehold, as you can see, about 5 of the players, apart from Ollie, who's just stationed a little bit upper on the stage stairs. He's just going to just wait it out and see if there's anything going to be coming through. But as you can see right now, they're doing a top floor clear. They're worried about Alex right now. They're seeing if they can try and drone him out before they can start making engagements into meeting.
Right. They probably know that Alex is used to these steep roams and just picking off these attackers, but one by one. But looks like this round he's going to stick on site, just hold freeze aside, and High Current's gonna maybe realize that and just take map control. Absolutely,
and obviously this is taking down the time for them. You know, this happened last time where it came down to the nitty-gritty seconds, and you know, and Q manages to win the counter defuse, but you know, it's coming down to time again by right now, because they're not establishing any meeting control just yet. But Meza, he is doing the clear, and he is, you know, getting onto Zulu now, and as he makes his way into security, there's nothing to be found as of right now.
Right. Minute 30 back on the clock yet again, and they're now focusing on site, and yeah, it looks like just another basement attack on their side. Luke is gonna open up meeting hatch, and maybe he's gonna, like the other round, save his Ibanas, but yeah, time will tell.
Time will tell. With a minute 10 now, they have opened up meeting action. I think they're going to be doing a bunker / meeting push. But at least, I believe 4 members of High Current, they're going to take the outskirt road. I think Mez is just holding stage. Pox is going to hold meeting, and the rest of the players are going to start pushing their way down to bunker. So it's going to be a risky one. And as you can see now, they have reinforced a wall. So, you know, no more time left being made. They're going to have to use something there to open up that wall if they're going to push that way.
I mean, with no anti-breach, that's gonna allow Luke to just go in and walk in, but yeah, they're still getting contested on pillar by 2 players. Mesa does take a bit of Ollie's HP down, and looks like they're exchanging some bullets, and yeah, down goes Ollie.
Yep, so down goes Alex, not using the clash to the way he's meant to be trying to use it. And Squiggle, he will get 1 back though for the money, so there goes 1. 10 seconds ago, yeah, and plant's still not been made, but yeah, he's on the plant now, but Alex is going to take out 1. I thought that was Alex, actually, but it's Ollie. Never mind, but, you know, plant is being made, and Squiggle is going to take out another from the breach hole. Mez is going to take out 2. It's all up to Rice, and he ain't got shit as he falls, and High Current, they're going to take round 5. Just go thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of mentioned it, you know, sort of mid-gunfight by that clash. I mean, if he would have shown himself a bit more on the pillar side, they might have had a bigger chance of getting Ollie back on site, or at least exchanging some kills. But yeah, I think he was worried about maybe Freezer or somewhere, but I mean, his team was holding his back, so I don't know what really happened that round.
What I will say, and I will say it again, the clash does not work. It worked for 1 round because High Current, they had a post-plant situation and they were in the wrong positions at the wrong time. So at the end of the day, High Current made their own factors and mistakes. But because they knew the clash was being re-picked into the resite or basement, right? They know how to counter that now. They know how to take the fights head on. They know that players are going to use the clash to peak them. And obviously they 2-man down blue bunker and clear them out liggity split. Now it was a little bit hectic during the plant situation, And in the end, Meza got the 2 piece he needed to really shape it harder for Q. Now, if you're gonna have a clash last alive with a Shotty, as a super Shotty as the league is called, you ain't gonna do shit, are you? So looks like now Rice has learned his lesson. He's gonna be back onto the Echo with a shotgun.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Right, I believe High Current has been in what, 3, maybe 2 or 3 post plants, or at least very close to that. So
Yeah, 3.
Rice.
There you go. 3 plants.
Yeah.
3 successful
Both
plants.
Rice on the Echo this time, and he maybe realizes what you're saying, that Flash isn't really the most optimal pick on this side.
No, you can't always use her. You can't always use her.
Running the shotgun though, which is
I don't know what he's doing. I don't want to go into it because it's gonna annoy me, and it's the reason why I stepped down. So don't worry about it. Let's just not focus on Rice Crafter as we say. Yeah, he's gonna take out Alex over his money. So it's now looking a little bit uneasy for Q as they've lost one of their roamers.
I mean, we still see Ollie top floor. Looks like he has a chance of getting it, but Proxy is gonna spot out the open hatch, and yeah, Ollie looks like he has to go back now. Drones left and right of him, and yeah, he's gonna get spotted out by gunfight, and Mesa takes it.
See, what I don't understand is, Tusco, it's like, they tried the turtle strap, right? And it came down to a plant situation, right? And in the end, High Current won. No players were dead because High Current were taking their time clearing out the Romans. So why all of a sudden, they've gone and done the opposite on how they've just tried to lose the round? Because Q played it well with no Romans on the playing field. This time, they're going with the Romans, and look what's happened. It's a 3v5, and obviously they can take their sweet time with this. And Saruji now, with the smoke canisters, he's going to be on stage. And I don't even think that's a good idea. And he's managed to back off into Shaiko, into bunker now. So, they're desperate for a kill here, Tusco.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know really what their comms are, but I think the reason why they did that deep roam by 2 of them is, you know, every single time they've went defense, they haven't had a single guy upstairs, so maybe try and, you know, surprise High Current, but High Current's not too scared. Yeah, looks like they're gonna exchange some gunfights, and that's Saruji down. Now in a 2v5 with a minute left in the clock, and they got only Echo, but he's taken out, and they're now in a 1v5 with not too much HP, and yeah, let's see what he can do.
Yep, he will take 1, so it's not a flawless round for High Current now. Squiggle, he takes out 2 for his money. Boy's going 8-3 right now, so you got to give him some credit. Plant is going to be made, and they're going to be holding the cross here, and actually, Meza, he's going to take the kill from round 6. High Current, 4-2 the lead.
Right, and you know, I don't want to say I'm surprised, but you know, Convalesce, they definitely know how to defend, at least what I've seen before, and yeah, looks like
it's
really
horrendous
today.
It's horrendous today. It's horrendous. Honestly, I can't even I can say because this is my team, but like it's horrendous today. Like they need to wake up a little bit. And I just think like it seems to me like we were like as we were talking about their strats. It's like you saying we don't know what the comms are, and I think the comms are a little bit back and forth because we're seeing 2 different things every time, haven't we? We're seeing one player doing another thing and another player doing another thing. It's like, those comms are not 100% at all. You know that. But anyway, we are going to go to Master Bedroom, and now it's swapping sides. So High Current, they're going to be taking to the defense now. So, speak to me how, you remember how High Current were on defense? It was really great from seeing them, didn't they? They showcased most of the rounds. I don't think they showcased kitchen and dining. I think they showcased the other 3 rounds against you boys. I'm not completely sure. My memory ain't that good, Tusco. But refresh me if you can, if I remember.
Attackers are moving out to locate
Come again?
a bomb.
What do you mean?
So, did they go to kitchen and dining against you? Because I don't believe they did, right?
I believe they went top floor, as far as I remember.
Well, obviously top floor, but I just don't know if they went kitchen and dining against you boys, and I don't think we've seen High Current go there yet.
I don't actually remember, because we were just pushing somewhat horizontally upstairs, but
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like they definitely are in somewhat of a good lineup. Yeti does get super taken out on HP, and he's back to what, 2-5 HP now, and
Yeah, silly boy Yeti. Well, we won't talk about that yet. Don't worry about it. It's not like it's been recorded or broadcast. It's like, no one at home is going to see you made that little mistake, all right? Anyway, yeah, so as you pointed out, Tusco is in very low HP, but, you know, the players of Convalesce Unity, they don't know that, Tusco. So they don't know he's lit right now. So potentially it's a spectator to see their HP. They don't get to see their HP.
right, I mean, if I were Alex, I would have no clue. Nading a default spot and someone actually playing there, that's kind of unusual.
Oh, dearie me. I believe that was a nade, but then I'm trying to think if the nade was in play. Did the nade stop the thermite?
I believe he was impact tricking and might have hit himself.
Oh,
since he was missing an impact when he got
right.
left.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Yeah. Why didn't the Yeti then? He manages to take out both charges. What's up?
Why they go for another thermite with nobody below? But
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Alex has got no nades, so I'm just believing like we need Saruji for the nades. Then, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and looks like he's on the opposite side of the map together with two of his teammates, and yeah, it looks like Ati is going to be the best bet on their side now, as they are exchanging gunfights and Jacko gets taken out by nade.
Poor Jacko. But not checking below though, as Mazza, he's going to take out one for his money, but Saruji will put a stop to that. He's now a 3v4. So I believe members of Icon, they are aware that there is going to be a push from Ati. And our feature play, he ain't dead yet. This man has been still. Look at all that blood. That's all of Yeti's blood on that floor, ladies and gentlemen. And he's still moving. He's still moving. This guy is an animal. Anyway, he's gonna try and open. Get the Rooney gate. There you go. So he's gonna get the Rooney gate back in place. So obviously, players of Convalesce Unity, they need to see what they can do about that. But Alex, he's on the sneak. He's sneaking. He's gonna take out loot for his money. But did he see the top of Umai's head there?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, he's in a perfect place.
Doesn't matter now.
Yeah. Fox in a 1v4 and Alex just cleans it up.
Yeah, I felt like High Current, they knew what the strategy from Convalesce was. They just didn't know how to maintain it. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. Of course, it's unfortunate getting naded that early round and him being so low HP, but then again, standing in the default place, it's kind of your own fault. But yeah, I realized Alex was on the window and somebody on High Current knew that, but when he went back to main, droning out somewhere, I don't know, upstairs, and then finding out, oh wait, I can actually go in white, because I mean, nobody's holding me now that they think I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did, and he just went up and cleaned out 8 High Currents.
So we are going to go to basement. High Current do not want to go back to second floor for the time being. They want to just say, yeah, boys, I think we should just go back to basement and see what we can do with that one. So they're going to set up with the Goyos. And now I did speak about the Goyos in the last game against High Current. They know how to use Goyo correctly. And obviously, as you can see, Convalesce Unity, they only banned the mirror against them. Now, I don't even believe Mirror was an ideal ban. I think I actually recommended to ban Goyo against them, and they don't listen, do they, Tusco? They don't listen, because High Current, they don't use Mirror. I don't even think they've ever used Mirror. Well, they might have, but I just don't think I've seen them use Mirror. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, obviously, you know, it's just stuff like, listen to your leader at the end of the day. Right now though, I've got no audio. Do you? What's going on?
Me either.
The hell's going on here?
Audio and yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening here.
So we're still talking, but the game has just had a crash.
Right.
I believe the game has just crashed for me. So we're probably gonna redo that round because no one died in that action phase, and obviously there's no official to see what's going on behind the scenes. So apologies for that. We will we'll get things sorted. Nickety split. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I gotta say. I don't know. That's what you gotta say, man. I don't know. But you love Ubisoft though. They always have the weirdest bugs. But you know what? I've never actually had a crash. that was actually the first time. Actually, no, wait, sorry. Second time I've ever had a crash in my lifetime on PC. Second time. Now, I've only been here for nearly over a year. How many times you had crashes?
Man, I stopped counting, you know. I mean, I think it's incredible how somewhat the only thing Ubisoft can be consistent in,
Yeah,
other than making bad UIs every single season,
absolutely.
is making another way of the game crash. You know, every season they come out with these patch notes and new content, whatever. They're changing all these stats. They always say, "Oh yeah, we got these midterm patches. They're fixing a lot of bugs, but fixing those bugs just creates new ones for them." And yeah, just
Yeah, and
classical Ubisoft.
did you hear about the whatchamacallit? You hear about the thing they did with the so they're getting rid of avatars, so you can't make a custom profile picture anymore. You have to use their default avatars. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why.
It kind of removes the uniqueness, if so to say, of players. But
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
also get their standpoint because, I mean, now with Siege Mobile coming out and just generally Uplay having kids-friendly games, and you know, there are some people out there who likes to show some stuff which isn't really work safe. I mean, I've seen my fair share of Ubisoft profile pics of, you know, not safe for work stuff, and I'm not complaining, but some people might, and I think they're just picking up on that.
I just feel like there's some uniqueness, because look at mine. I got a good old Super Shotty logo on this account. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't know why they're just saying, oh yeah, we've got to use our avatars now. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
why though?
I mean, personally, I love mine, and I've gotten a lot of comments on it, like in game. But I mean, they want to do what they want to do. Doesn't really matter what.
Yeah, that's the way they do things around here. They just think, oh yeah, let's just do what we think is best, and then we're just like, okay, fair enough, sunshine. So its score is 4-3, I assume. Yeah, 4-3. Should have this fixed. That's why I hate rehost. Do my head in. Should have this right. I should have this right. I need to do the bands as well, but I'm just inviting the players in first before we get back into the Nikki split. Apologies for people at home watching the game. I hate rehosts as much as you do, trust me. Not the best ideal things to be in. But we gotta do them. We gotta do them. It's a bitch, but we gotta do them. And then for the bands, we got Finca and Thatcher. And then we got Valkyrie. And then we got Mira.
All right. Just make sure I can see it as well. Or...
Yeah, I need to do it. Cool. Okay, are we ready to go? They are ready to go.
Does it? Or what? Ah, okay. Thanks for coming out now.
Okay. Should have the game back in business.
We're going on our basement defense now.
Basement defense, because that was the round we were meant to all be in.
Now, it looks like they continued playing. Question is,
The question is, no blood was spilled right before we crashed.
yeah.
So
No,
if there was
correct. And
if there was a first blood, the round would be counted. But because I crashed before we saw anything, it doesn't get counted for that round, I'm afraid. We have to do a rehost. So I'm just checking to make sure that we've got the same up. So there should be Jaeger, Alibi, Boyo, Wamai, and Smoke.
Bombs.
Yeah, should have all around.
but well, I mean, them having played last round, I'm not sure if Convalesce is gonna take it again, or High Current is gonna adapt.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers. Like, you can't just say it's 4-4 when we don't know if it's 4-4. And even if they got the clips to prove it, we weren't there at the time because we disconnected. And because there was no action being made, I can't go off on that. If we saw action being made, then obviously that round would have continued. But because nothing was spared, you know, it goes exactly the way it was meant to be from the crash. Honestly, you know what? I feel bad for league organizers. Cause honestly, it must be an annoying mess for like the tier 4 teams that get annoyed with how the rules are meant to be played, and it's just like the rules are stated as meant to be. Like, I just don't know. Anyway, we're back with how the round is meant to be played, right? So don't worry, it's not 4-4, it is 4-3. And obviously right now, Hykerin are doing a bit of an okay, it's like a half-ish roam-ish. Like, they're on the peaks of the stairs, and they just want to see if they can try and get some before they can fall back down the stairs. Now, as you can see, Saruji, he's being lit up to very low HP before moving forward into meeting, so obviously he knows there's a player upstairs. So he's now aware that something is amiss during security, and it's going to be droned out, though.
Right, and it looks like he has no possible way of actually coming back, and Saruji might realize that, but it looks like he's just gonna help his teammate over towards some downstairs.
Yeah, no other action has been made apart from that Mezra and Saruji incident, but Mezra is still in security. No one hasn't gone to pinch him or take care of him. There is a jackal in play, so if the jackal was to scan over there, we would get the ping for this information, but Ollie is choosing not to do that. He's going to be pinging another player, which is in the site, I'm afraid. That is not the ping for Jaeger.
Kind of unfortunate on Jackal's side, but looks like Convalesce is absolutely clueless about Mesa still playing upstairs, and they have no minute off Zulu, but yeah, might just ignore it for this time.
Yeah, it's a worrying factor.
Jackal gets hit by an 8, looks like, and Squiggle exchanges a gunfight on the stairs, and Yeti 2.
Yeah.
Not much happening and 40 seconds left in the round.
Players are falling, but Alex will get a trade before he gets 2 actually before Squiggle gets down. So it is a temporary 2v3, and I think the players can revive this player, but they need to be careful of Meza. Meza is still occupied upstairs in Meeting Hatch, but Ollie, he will take out 1 before Meza trades that kill. So now it's a 2v2, and I think obviously Alex is now just going to revive this player here, and they have the bomb diffuser right there. So that's just unfortunate given the fact that Rice was last seen there. Alex will take out 1 for his money. And Meza will not peek, and High Current take round 8. What do you think of that thoughts, man?
Come again?
What did you think of that round?
Yeah, I mean, I kinda saw it coming. You know, High Current not good at adapting, and you know, having played the previous round, they probably knew what to do this time, and they kind of did. Together with Meza being off site. Bands are coming out, but
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Reloading.
It happens. And just gotta stick in the game. Try and keep it as neutral as possible, since it is still getting broadcast everywhere. But we see a kitchen meeting defense on High Current side, and what I assume is a top floor hold with the castle, as all players are prepping somewhat upstairs. And we see a mute combo, maybe to try and stop them pushing on those castle barricades, or just stopping any type of breach. But Suruji on the Maverick is probably going to take care of that pretty easily.
Yeah, they got a lot to do now, especially with Castle being into the mix with the 2nd floor hold. So yeah, he's going to pick up a nice little drone for his money. And yeah, so they're going to see if they can try and get around this Castle strat that they've got going here. So 1 BM in on double window, 1 in bedroom, and I believe the rest of the 2 is... Where's the rest of the 2? Oh, 1's on game store, and 1 is... I don't know where the other 1 is. I actually don't know where the other 1 is. Oh no, it's over there on attic. Attic there, so... Obviously, some players of current Convalesce can still work around the castle barricades, because these castle barricades are just in default positions, I would say, more or less, not in positions that are stopping you completely. But I'll see right now, Alex is on the roam here. He is aware there's a player below, given the fact those shotguns can be pretty loud. Oh, and Castle, he's going to spot him out, so that's going to give information there for Yeti to be a little bit worried about. So obviously Alex is going to make his way back round. But I do believe they have opened up the attic, Tusco.
Exactly as we thought, just Suruji opening it, and they're now pushing it with full force as Luke is being pushed back inside, back in games. Poor little Wamai with a lot of flashbangs coming his way, and we see him and Jaeger maybe holding a crossfire on Ollie as Foxy takes out Suruji.
So Suruji will fall, but Alex will get 1 more, and then Squiggle will get another 1. So it is now a 4v3. With 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining, they can still take their time here with the man advantage. And all they gotta do is really try and work with the tribes, and the Nomad Trap saves Rice's life! So Rice is now on 1 HP there. And unfortunately, Rice, that is mute jammed, my friend. So not gonna work out that way. But he will manage to establish getting the jammer out of the way and manage to open up the wall. Now, 53 seconds remaining here, and you know, it is pretty hard now for High Current to see where they can get back into this.
Right, SMG-11 on the long range on splits. Doesn't really turn out, and Alex takes out Meza. That's a Yeti in a 1v4 now. He does take out 1 guy, and he still has the smokes, but just remember Alex is on the board, and
recovered the bomb diffuser.
Yeah, he might just get an early pick here. They are holding kitchen. He exchanges gunfire. Yet he tries to pick it, but yeah, Squiggle sticks the plan and just sees the gun there. Maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't.
Well, say goodbye to Ollie, because he's going to eat that smoke grenade before Alex drops him. Alex now on a 6-0. I'm gonna be muting Saruji for the rest of the game. Okay, so 5-4 the score to High Current, and obviously, you know, it looked a lot better from Convalesce Unity. They are working a little bit better on their attacks, so try and keep up with that. Yeah, my God, yeah, they're all funny, these guys tonight.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So my brain was playing tricks on me last round because I generally thought it was a second floor hold, but it wasn't. It was a first floor stage, and obviously now we're going to second floor. So honestly, I apologize if I was saying that this was a second floor hold. It isn't. So honestly, I can understand now why the castle barricades were made. So just ignore what I was saying earlier. Hey, just ignore all of that stuff. My brain's all fudgy and all over the place. But yeah, round 10 now. We're gonna go to top floor again.
Attackers' objective is to locate a
What was
bomb
that?
and defuse it.
Oryx on Yeti, and I mean, what looks like just a deep roam from him might just turn Convalesce upside down, but if they're playing the game and really droning out everybody, looks like they probably could take this round.
Uh-oh. Oh, hello, Oryx, hello. Okay, bit of a weird one there. Yelly, hey, Yelly, hello, Yelly. Okay, so Yeti and Alex have a little bit of a confrontation. I think Alex is baiting a repel, so Yeti comes outside, but I don't think Yeti is going to do that as of yet. He's just going to spend some time playing the Oryx. Now, Ollie, I think he's going to start making his way onto the game's window, and he's got a good old friend named Luke to hold off this game's window as well. So he's going to be meeting him for a little while.
Right. Luke playing for the impact again, but Ollie is there to counter it, but doesn't look like the thermite is, or the ace there to counter it, but yeah, Yeti picks off Ollie on the window, and yeah, that's Luke somewhat safe.
That is Luke safe because obviously, yeah, he just went into classroom window and just said, oh, I'll just take you out then. So obviously, not much drone work's being made and not enough flank watching's being assisted, given the fact of that kill. And I believe we're just at a standpoint, but yeah, there we go. Alex now removed. I generally thought we were a server crashing out there for a brief moment, but no, it's just a game. It's the player just being a little bit like, ooh, a little bit slow today. But yeah, Alex will now fall on the rappel.
It does not look like they know there's an armory player, and as I say that, he goes in and just picks off the ace.
There's no drone work being made. They're getting annoyed because of the rehost, so now they're letting themselves get getting themselves out better than them. You know what I mean? Like they're just going a little bit too far with the excitement and the annoyance, and they can't concentrate properly. And they just need to realize, like, buddy, it's still a game. It's just one round. You know what I mean? It's not the entire game, is it? And if they're gonna keep playing like this, they're end up gonna be sacrificing their own game to them. Because right now we still got a good game going on. It's 5-4. Like, anything's still possible. Obviously, right now it is a 4v2 now, as Yeti will be removed. As I say that, Jacko will take one back onto Squiggle, and it's all up to Saruji now in a 1v4.
Right, I mean, 4v2 with one guy on extremely low HP and them not playing together is pretty tough on their side, especially with defenders holding the diffuser. But looks like they got one guy swinging it, and he's gonna get taken off, and the two other guys swing too. But yeah, too much to handle for Convalesce that round, and just shows that yeah, they got a bit bothered mentally.
Yeah, it is now a mental point that they're going through right now, and obviously they need to just get over it, you know. And because right now it's 6-4 to High Current, they've got to get 2 rounds back into this game to try and get back into the swing of things.
It's like High Current is in on it, just, you know, keeping the banter in the game, but
they're trying to fuel the mental to make me look like the bad guy.
Definitely. I mean, Saruji's probably saying something to spice it up, but yeah, we know High Current, they're keeping it
defenders
as far as
protect
I know,
bombs
professional and just.
Some are, some are. I know some are.
Yeah.
Some will keep to the way of how the league's meant to be run. Like at the end of the day, if this was a scrim, of course the scrim would continue, and obviously I don't need to be there. But because it's a league match, I need to be there to broadcast the game. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's just like we can't just go off and just think one round was magically in Convalesce Unity. We don't know because the game crashed for our end. And even if they clip it and they appeal it, it doesn't matter, given the fact that I decided to redo the round professionally in the right way of league terms. I don't understand why my own team are getting annoyed with my actions here, and I just don't like that.
Right. I mean, yeah, we're getting on a high current basement defense now, and let's see if Convalesce can once again attack it, as they, previously had some nice map control, but I believe they missed out on it and then took it afterwards. Can't quite remember, but I remember high current losing one basement defense as well.
Yeah, so it's potential last round here, unless the attackers can try and get something out of the way here. Obviously, like you said, it is a basement take, so they are going to do a top floor clear here to try and see what they can find. And right now, I believe it's only Jacko and kinda Luke on the room.
As you're saying, kind of in the wrong, because I mean, once they get spotted out, they're probably gonna fall back on site.
100%, they're waiting for a drone, aren't they?
Yeah, just showing their presence and Q maybe panicking on a guy playing that close. Looks like Alex is aware though.
Oh,
yeah.
There is a player in Big Tower.
Mesa seems to be stuck in tier 2 as he gets flashed out, and the guy below him can turn off anytime. Can't really do too much with all these flashes.
All this utility is being wasted on for one player upstairs, and obviously Meza, he's gonna get one, and doesn't need to be a trade because Ali's not looking the right way, and then Alex will take out that kill. No, it's Squiggle actually. So Meza, he did all the damage he could there, and he managed to take out two for the price of one.
Right. Very well played by the Meza on Jaeger there. Now it's 4v2 on 4v3 on high current side, and a minute back on the clock. They still haven't taken big map control, as in they're only attacking one part of the site. And as you know, Duke on that Goyo is definitely able to stop an attack coming through his side.
100%. Luke's playing a very powerful position right now, although the other players can just chill a little bit. Yeah, but with 38 seconds remaining, he's still got two smoke canisters to really pry off and hold an elbow here. And obviously that's going to be, by the ADS, so no more there. And obviously the Goya's going to be made now, and there we go. That's going to slow down 20 seconds of time, and he can just reinforce and close up shop. Luke don't to take out Alex, so now it's a 4v2. Make that a 4v1 since Squiggle falls, but Rice will get the trade. Doesn't matter though, and now it's all up to Rice in a 1v3.
10 seconds left and the smoke being deployed. He does get one, but he gets traded back immediately. That is a GG.
It's a GG indeed, my friend. That is a GG right there. Well done to High Current. They are now at the top of the leaderboard. They're sitting pretty now. They're sitting pretty in the lead. They are sitting damn pretty in the lead. God damn. These boys, I tell you, High Current, they're a different breed, I tell you. Honestly, GG's to both teams all around, so well done. So
High Current now on a 4-0 with a what I presume is a plus 19 round difference, which is absolutely mental.
yeah. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna get just complained all night tonight, and I not really looking forward to it. But rules are rules, man. At the end of the day, I am the owner of the server. I do make the rules, I do make the changes, and obviously like the rules state, I just believe in myself. If a spectator crashes, before any blood has been made on any opposing team, it should be rehosted because neither team lost anyone before I crashed. You know what I'm saying? But if someone
Right.
was to crash, then obviously you would understand the thing. Well, it makes sense that way, doesn't it? Because he's being fair grounded by both teams if no one's, attacked one another. So, obviously, well done to iCurrent. Now they are in the lead on the scoreboard. Obviously, the scoreboard isn't obviously updated yet, so we'll have to wait and see when it will be. Just waiting on a confirmation on the interview between a player, and it looks like it's going to be Poxy that will be doing the interview, I'm afraid. Let's get Poxy in here. Hello, Poxy. How we doing, man?
How about how are you?
Well, you know me. I'm probably gonna get complained at tonight. So,
Well, it finished 7-5 then. To clear up any things, it finished 7-5, so you don't have to worry about that.
I thank you for that. I just feel like during a spectator, at the end of the day, there was no blood being made on either end. So, like, if you were to lose a player or they lost a player, the game would resume. Do you know what I'm saying? But because there was no blood shed before I crashed, I believe it should be fair stated that it should resume the way it was without no player losing. I just feel that just makes sense more that way.
Well, you can't get complained at for not following the rules and then get complained at about following the rules. So
Thank you.
You got to die on the hill.
Exactly. At the end of the day, no matter how much effort I do for this league and org, I'm the one that always gets to blame for things. Anyway, let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you boys. Congratulations, you are now undefeated and on the top of the leaderboard. Even though you got one more play day left, but you're at the top of the leaderboard. How do you feel?
Oh, we feel great. Yeah, we feel confident as a team. We feel like we're ready to take the next match and go off into the playoffs. I think we're definitely going confident as a team.
Oh, 100%. I feel like you guys are getting better and better at each play day, and I have to start by asking, what did you feel when let's just start off with the first few rounds? Would they bring out the clash on you boys?
We felt that a bit BM really. Clash is a difficult one to deal with. But it's one of those things. If it works, it works, and you take whatever you've got in your tool belt. So if they take clash, we wouldn't take it as a strat. But if they want to, then that's fine. But we got wise to it, and I think it wastes a bit. It's a bit of wasted utility. I think when like you could take someone that has so much more impact than a clash. But we got wise to it, and it was kind of a detriment to them really. So can't complain.
Absolutely. Now, talk to me about, with your attacks. How did you feel going into, their second floor holds? Like, I felt like you guys were pretty on point when it came to it, but then it got a little bit sloppy in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, I think sometimes we can just lose a bit of communication halfway through, like a round. So, just things can start to fall apart. And sometimes when you see the man count go down and down, it can kind of just be like trying to sort of regain mental. And yeah, we lost a few rounds, but I think the majority of our attacks are pretty good. And I think on a good day when we weren't making small mistakes, we could have probably taken 6 on the attack.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But you gotta remember, Convalesce are a strong team. They have got a new player now, but that's
Was Alex?
No, so Ollie's their newest players into the lineup now. So we've been going through trials all week. So they've been having different players trying out, and obviously we decided to let Ollie on the team. But
well, new team, new dynamics. So
exactly. So even though we got 4/5 rounds over you, it's still a strong team regardless. And believe you've really changed the tides in the scoreboard now. If we have a little look, obviously the scoreboard isn't updated for you at home. So obviously, as you see right now, iCurrent are in first place. Then it goes to AX in second place, Convalesce in third, Bulletproof in fourth, and then so forth. Like everything's just been slopped over now. So honestly, good job to that. Tusko, any questions for the man?
I mean, as you said, you seemed extremely confident. I mean, yeah, Convalesce, they still got the rounds against you, but then again, no matter what they threw at you, you still somewhat came out on top. And the ones they took was, kind of going in your favor, and then again not. So yeah, just props to you and your teammates. And I don't really got any questions tonight.
Always.
All
It's an
right.
easy one.
Okay. Anyway, so your last play day is going to be going against a Dark Wolves. Now, Dark Wolves, they probably watched that game back, and they are a team that analyzes a lot of teams. So, what do you got to say for them?
I'd probably say don't analyze us too hard because we're quite well at adapting. So it's probably just work on their strats. There's no point looking at too much at what we're doing because we'll adapt to what they're doing pretty quickly. So
absolutely,
just go and give it the best that we got. But we're looking strong. We're looking confident. We're undefeated. We want to try and maintain that going into playoffs. So good luck to them.
Alrighty then. Well, yeah, we'll see you again on Sunday, 7 p.m., May the 15th. So that'll be going against Dark Wolves and High Current. So stay tuned for that. Well, Poxy, take the night off, my sunshine friend, because you are in the lead in the Super Show League. So well done and well done to the team. And
thank you for the host.
Have a good night.
See you later. Bye.
See you later, my friend. So yeah, that's about it today between me and Tusco, but we are going to be back tomorrow, hopefully. I'm not sure if Tusco will be here. Actually, no, Tusco won't be here because he'll be playing in the match. I just realised. So we might be having Shiva or maybe Wolfie. It just depends who's going to be about. But yeah, those two matches have been good games today. You know, HDD winning against Icarus, you know, in overtime, and obviously High Current coming out on top in a 7-4/5 fashion. But Tusco, any words for today's matches?
No, I mean, you pretty much summed all of it up. It was, banter here and there in the second match, but, one team still came out on top, no matter what the other team got. And
absolutely.
Yeah, solid GG.
Solid GG indeed. But yes, we will be back on probably around let's just say 7 p.m. because we will be 7 p.m. So check in us probably between 6:45. That's when we start the pre-show, and then we'll go from there. But it's been myself, Anxiety. It's been boy Tusco. I am pointing in the right direction. That's where you are on the picture. Don't worry. But we'll see you guys again next week. So take it easy, boys. Bye bye.